This thing has a motor that spins. It's got graphics that show beer out of the tap and western scenes.
Got two on each side too.
Mountains, and they kind of change depending on where you're looking at them. You got cactuses and cowboys and the Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Good evening, Dealer with the Crazy Picker Life. Special welcome to fellow pickers and would-be adventurers out there. It is Monday night, and I got good sleep last night. We had a no mail outgoing day here in the U.S., Columbus Day. So I didn't get up at midnight. I didn't come down at midnight. I didn't come in at 3 or 4 a.m. In fact, I didn't even get down here till 8 a.m. And then I started to get things rolling. I'm after supper. It's after supper right now. I'm about 3 orders down, I think. And I packed a whole bunch today on and off. I don't know how many are there, but those totes are full. Big, small, and other. So there's got to be 35 there or something like that. So standard weekend, pretty good weekend. I don't think I have too much to talk about, but it is Monday and I need to list 10 items, so we're gonna do it. Let's start now. Alright, first item tonight is this large stacked Busch Beer Head for the Mountains pool hall light. Goes over your pool table. Got chains included, got a place to mount them. Chains have seen a little better days. I don't know how old this is, but it's probably 20 years old. Maybe a little older. It's got a 3-prong that looks like it was converted to a 2-prong. Lights up good, got a pull switch underneath. Both sides are good. Everything's pretty good about it. A few scratches, things like that. Let's see how it looks in the dark. Looks good in the dark. Now, there's a guy online that has a brand new one of these listed. Brand new vintage, brand new in box. I should read that to see how old he thinks it is, because he probably has a date on the box. That would help me date mine. Sometimes I think they do re-release these or make a second run or something like that. I don't know for sure. I didn't look real close on a date on this one. I'll probably look it over one more time before I do that. He's trying to get almost $1,000 for a new old stock one of these. There are none sold of this exact model, although I've seen it before. When I bought it, I knew about what it would go for. There's none for sale other than the new one at $900 something. So this is used. I'm going to be comfortable with $399.99 plus shipping. Let's see how that goes. Listed. By the way, if you didn't see when I purchased this a few weeks back, I paid, it was a bundle deal, but I paid no more than $125, $125. I think, depending on how you subtract the other things from the bundle, I think I'm at $115 on this, so good deal. Okay, number 2 is a Miller High Life pool lamp. It's the squarish pyramid style as opposed to the long one like the Busch one. Oh, I don't know what I paid for this, 40 bucks, something like that. And maybe 45, can't remember for sure. Works, lights up good, good panels. One thing that either adds or detracts from these pool signs and any beer sign and pretty much anything is if it smells terrible of cigarette smoke or has lots of staining, or if it has lots of panels that are like broken out or washed out or whatever, obviously condition. Most everybody out there understands that smoke is universally bad enough that you got to mention it in the listing. It's kind of a pain to clean off these two because once you start getting it wet, it gets really pungent, really the odor comes through, and so sometimes that's a losing proposition. This one happens to be clean. I don't typically pick up real dirty ones anymore. You can find them. A lot of times they sell pretty cheap. It depends, you know, I guess it just depends. Some metal signs and things like that you can clean up pretty easily. Some of those you don't even want to scrub or anything. You can just hose them off or something, let them dry, whatever. That is beyond the scope of this discussion. This is number 2, and I'm going to list it for $119.99 plus shipping, and wait for the holiday rush. There's 4 or 5 of them listed right now, all different prices from high to a little lower. Sticking with the beer theme, number 3 is a Sterling beer crate. I don't know if it originally had a top. I don't think so. It's a different kind of a case, sort of like maybe they carried this in bottles to another cooler. I don't think they sold them in cases like this. I'm not sure why they have these short cases exactly. Before my time. Sterling 24 12-ounce bottles. It's in pretty good condition. I paid somewhere around $35 or $40 for it. You know, there's no other Sterling ones right now. This one's pretty early. So if somebody's got to have it, they got to have it. I'm not going to kill them on it, but I started at $99.99 plus shipping. And if somebody's got to have one and you're the only one, that's how that goes. If not, I'll wait around and sell it for whatever it gets to. Number 4 is a nice Blatz crate, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Latch good, top good, hinges good. Everything's pretty firm. Used to put metal strips on the sides to give it some more wear and tear, I guess, protect the corners. 2 dozen small, dated 5/27, which lands it right in the middle of Prohibition. Actually, towards the end of Prohibition, which means there's no mention of beer on this case. It's carrying sody pop or something along those lines.
Don't say
and now Wheeler.
Either. Anyway, I'll just look at this fossil watch. I'll show you afterwards, I guess.
Okay.
Kind of fancy.
So I bought this for, I think, I don't know, 90 bucks, 75 bucks, 100 bucks. I can't remember. Nah, probably not more than 75 bucks. Can't tell for sure. Don't remember. Listed it at the top of the market right now. There's some junky ones and there's some reasonable ones. This one displays pretty nice. $199.99 plus shipping. Well, update. I was just putting this thing away and I noticed that the bottom board is on its way out. Not going to matter a whole bunch to somebody, but if they want to use this as a gift box of some kind with beer in it, that's not going to help very much. Price just went down to $149 or $159, probably $159.99 plus shipping. Oops. Okay, this is a Valentine Blatz or Val Blatz Brew Company, Milwaukee. Val Blatz was not a founder, but was in the early days, 1890s up until, I guess they called it that, until 1930. Brew Company leads me to believe that this was a Prohibition case as opposed to beer. They had to use the word brew. So this is a pretty early case with Val on it and brew. This could go back to 1910. Somebody has stained this case. It says 3 dozen small, which means that there were actually 36 beers in here. That's what really makes it viable. Well, somebody did replace some of the screws there. You can see the original. The 3 dozen makes it pretty scarce. Blatz crates are reasonably common. Val Blatz crates, not very common. Val Blatz Brew Company, 36 small cases, very scarce. So I listed this. I bought this for $100, made an offer, got it for $100. Listed it for $299.99 plus shipping. That's number 4. Boy, I got to pick up the pace here. Okay, well, this number 5 is a Falstaff beer hanging lamp. This thing has a motor that spins. It's got graphics that show beer out of the tap and western scenes.
Got 2 on each side too.
Mountains, and they kind of change depending on where you're looking at them. You got cactuses and cowboys and goodness gracious, huh? A little bit of everything. And of course they keep reinforcing it with the Falstaff beer. There's the cowboy coming around.
Oh, I see, that's what they do. Scene and then beer.
Yeah. Yeah, do your thing and then have a beer. Sounds good in about 21 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I bought this for $75. I'm probably going to list it for $300, but I'll have to check, see if anybody else has this exact one. I don't think so. This is a pretty specialized lamp. It's got a nice hanging dongle up there and the whole works, so we'll see. Got to be some Falstaff beer likers out there that would love to have this thing spinning.
Yep.
Here's a sign I found interesting. I don't know, $10 or $15, $20, whatever I paid for it. I just listed it for $40 plus shipping. It's pretty rough. Caper Farmer, $50 reward. National Protective Service. There's a bunch of them out there from different states and such. I don't know, it looks like an eagle on there to me. I don't know exactly what the reward is for or what this means. I haven't taken the time to look it up. Sometimes I find things interesting, so I take the time to look it up. Other times I just don't have the time, and I just look at what other people have done, and you know, you can just go with it. Beer stuff I like to look up because I'm interested in the history of the breweries and things like that. Again, a lot of the time I just don't have the time to go too deep or whatever, so you got to do what you have time for. Listing is more important than perfection. I think that's number 6. I got to keep moving. Okay, sort of anticlimactic, but I did my heavy hang on. I did my heavy lifting here early in the evening with these bigger items, and I guess I'm just slow. I mean, it's like 11 p.m. I had to do something, and that something meant find some small items, find some multiples. So here's what we got. We got these shave permit buttons that I got up in Nebraska, 4 of those, dating back to 1967, around the centennial of Nebraska. Apparently everybody had to have a beard or a mustache or both, or you had to have a permit that said you could shave it. Then there was this similar one here, Brothers of the Brush. Not sure what that meant. The brush must have been the mustache beard. Don't know. Mustache, brush stash, I don't know. Then there's just a regular 50-year-old centennial pin that was thrown in there. So I listed these individually here. There were 4 of them at $9.99 to start out with plus shipping. This one I only have 1 of, so $12.99. And this one's $7.99 plus shipping. They all go on sale, 13% off, on and off, on and off, on and off. We'll see if we get any bites. Now I paid $2 for the whole lot, so I sell 1 and I'm tripling my money or whatever. Okay, here's today. Ended up doing $180 on that crate. Total of $14.01, 12 listings. Let's go put that on the board and I can start getting on out of here. I got a bunch of stuff to do yet. 14:01 and 12. That's a pretty good day. Oh, 12 listings. 14:01. Let's start out the week with some pink. Doing some weighing of stuff here, so don't trip on that, dealer. Monday, Columbus Day, I guess in Canada it's Thanksgiving or something like that. Okay, we got it done. That is day number 6, listing 10 or more items. It's pretty good. Let's see if I can bend down and get this thing cleaned up so I don't trip over it here in my staggering around from packing orders all day. I didn't get my orders all packed. I think I've got 5 now. I probably won't get to those till tomorrow. I've been working also on this classwork, coursework. There's probably 4 hours of coursework before we take this entrepreneurial class on Wednesday. Wednesday the 12th is the first of 6 weeks on Wednesdays. We go in there and we get free food or eat. And then we have a couple hours of class. And then we got to find a way to nip it afterwards and get out of there, because I got to get my 10 listings done. So whereas most of the people there, and I don't imagine there'll be a whole bunch, will have maybe some entrepreneurial experience or wannabe entrepreneurs or students, or who knows who's going to show up there. My kids, I want them to get exposed to this thing. I'm an entrepreneur. I mean, there's no way around it. I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I got to get on it. I'm there to brush up a little bit and take my kids there, but then, like I said, I got to get out of there. I got work to do. So we'll see. I'm sure it'll be valuable, but right now it's starting to stress me out a little bit. I got too much on my plate. Let's see if Wheeler has anything on his plate.
Yeah, well, I cleaned all these lenses earlier today, and then I started listing accessories. So I've had like 23 listings, but never lenses yet.
23 little goober listings.
Yep, so I just got these pictured and tested and fully in.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not here to pressure you.
50 minutes left or something.
Yeah, well, if we leave at midnight, which I think would be good. So, did you just watch the introduction video?
Yeah, I watched it a little while ago.
Warning, there's a bunch of work that needs to be done before Wednesday.
Right.
So, we're going to have to get up, get your schoolwork done, and get on this. There's a 2-page thing, 1 or 2-page thing we have to write. That's the exercise, and then I started the second video.
I guess if you're a real entrepreneur, you'd be on top of it. So that's what they figure.
Well, it would have helped to have it last week, Wednesday. Yeah. We would have a little more time, but we couldn't get the thing sorted out.
Yep.
We just got the real passwords today. Then there's another 40-minute video, which I'm watching, and then there's another video, and I'm assuming it'll be 30-40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then there's another exercise yet, I think.
Phew.
So, let me just verify that.
Crazy. Real entrepreneurs by the end of this.
Well, there's a reading. Okay, so there's only one reflection assignment, and then there's some reading. So, I recommend that tomorrow you give that thing a good look early on. Whoa.
I'm gonna watch this.
Hey, give that thing a good look early on, because this is more for you than me.
Yep.
Although you are me. How come you're so blurry?
I don't know. Camera's messed up.
It's not really messed up. So did I tell you that I had a problem with my iPhone 6 charging and doing the thing?
Charging during what?
Well, charging and transferring pictures.
No.
No, you didn't know that? I plug it in, plug it out, plug it out. I thought I wore out that port.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I went online how to clean it. One of our
I see.
One of our viewers said, "Hey, you just clean it; it'll work fine." So I went online, and
it's a whole problem.
Sure enough, you just carefully stick a pin in there and scratch around, and all this fuzz and garbage comes out. All this lint.
That makes sense. Okay,
so
I didn't even think about that.
So it's seeming to work now.
Yep.
So it's probably going to work for another 2 weeks till I get my new phone.
Yeah.
What's going on in your life?
I don't know. Sort of cleaned out the inside of the case on this Philips 66 watch, advertising watch. So you can get a stem and crown for it. Whenever I take a break, I just kind of come over here and like work on one of them for like 5 minutes. You
sure it's not work on those 5 minutes for however many minutes and then take a break and list?
No.
Okay.
But I'm definitely making some progress on these. So just kind of taking them apart.
You beat me in numbers. I'll give you that. You beat me in numbers, although it looks like there's like some multiples over there.
There's one with 4 and one with 2 and one with 2.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I'm pretty sure I beat you on dollars. Handily.
Yep. Well, you better have. We're not making it. I have a Raptor here that's probably $400, but other than that.
Yeah, you don't need it for tonight.
No, I really don't, so I'll look this up some other day.
Alright, so I'm going to wrap up some stuff, edit, and see if I can get these orders at least invoiced out and put it over there in my stack.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Alright, don't neglect your studies.
Nope.
You got a chance to watch one more video tonight, you probably should.
Yeah.
Because if you leave too much to the end, you ain't camping out here overnight.
Mm-hmm. We kicked out of the class the first day for not getting my initial homework done.
Yeah, this is the real world now, buddy. This isn't like where your mom allows you to slide it and then she bitches at you and she's mad.
Well,
this is the real world.
I usually have to get it done. So.
Yeah, but okay. Here's the other thing: you can't stay up all night tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yep.
That's always my backup plan.
That's always my backup plan. Stay up all night and crash the rest of the week. Remember what I told you about Saturday coming up, bub?
Oh, Saturday?
Well...
Oh, I've done my stuff done.
Yeah, and not to the last second either.
Yeah.
You know, it is interesting and challenging being father, business partner / boss. And I teach him homeschool. This is his 12th year. And coach for running. It's challenging, fun, and tough. Crack the whip, dealer. Don't let him get away with it. Pretty soon he's going to have to be on his own. Although he threatened he might stay forever. It's not the worst thing. I'm not worried about it. Other than he's going to have to find his own place to sleep and live, because my house is too small for the whole deal. The whole deal that you go through when you get older. I'm not going to have that at home forever and ever. Alright, I got to get some stuff done. I got to get my assignments going. I got to blaze the trail. I think Banana Peeler is probably watching all this stuff, got this stuff going at home. We had some challenges getting him into the website tonight, got him in there. He's going to have his hands full. Good experience for him. Maybe this is the best for him. I don't know. Wheeler's already set in his ways. Maybe I got a chance to get Banana Peeler to see the big picture. I don't know. Whatever it takes. Alright, let's see what's going on. I think I got everything done. Nothing left to do but pick well, list often. I'm trying to lead from the front here. Hope you guys are following or exceeding what I'm doing. If you are, that's awesome. Keep it up. If you're not, crack the whip. Come on. Dealer out.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer production.